Hey, are you guys as nuts about the holidays as I am? Hi, it's A Little Mo Crafty, and I'm here with you on both the Cut Cardstock channel and the A Little Mo Crafty YouTube channel. And we are making Nutcracker cookie canisters that you can use as gifts that your friends and family will go nuts over. So we're starting right off the bat with cutting our paper into strips. I'm telling you, this project is super easy. The measurements were on your screen, but I will tell you it's very easy. On a standard 9-inch can, you're going to cut your paper at a 2.5-inch by 2-inch by 2.5 by 2. And then you're going to actually take adhesive and then run the adhesive down the back of the strips. So as I'm doing that for you, let me talk about the fabulous papers I'm working with today from Cut Cardstock. So the first paper that you see me applying to my can, which is again cut at a 2.5-inch width by the full length of a 11-inch size paper, is the Pop Tone Black Licorice paper. And I am just doing adhesive just every inch or so down the back just to make sure it stays. You can also attach tape to the back as well. I found that this helped with some of the more stubborn papers as well. And just slowly go down the can with each strip. So the first one was the Black Licorice. The second paper I'm working with is the Basis Soft Pink. And this is a really good color for skin tone, light skin tones, but certainly make your nutcrackers any skin tone you wish. Now, I have a couple canisters displayed in my photo. So this one is the Curious Metallic Electric Blue, and it's got a really pretty sheen to it. But I also worked with the Star Dream Metallic Mars paper as well. So you can choose your color of your nutcracker. Then I finished up with the Pop Tone Black Licorice at the bottom. Now, I had some remnants of ribbon at home. You can go to a local craft store and possibly find this in the fabric section, but this is a trim, like a gold trim, if you will, and I'm just gluing it around the top. As the glue dries, I am using a clothespin to kind of let it sit until it dries and it adheres itself to the paper. Once you get it all the way around the can, then you can go ahead and trim it down. Pretty much any gold ribbon would work that has a little bit of an edge. So I'm just going to continue to glue this on, cut it where I need it to, and then finalize it with another drop of glue. So I also am using another ribbon remnant. This is a smaller ribbon trim that you'll see in a moment, and this will become the breastplate of the nutcracker. So again, working with a standard Pringles can here. Some of the Pringles cans out there I know are taller than this, so you can certainly make your nutcrackers as tall or even as short as you wish, but this is just the standardized can. Okay, so now what I'm doing is actually taking just a little edge of glue, and I'm going to apply my trim, my gold trim, to the front of my nutcracker. And I start with the middle here so I can kind of estimate the middle size, and then I put 2 other ribbons around it. And there we go, we've got it adhered. So go ahead and let that dry, and then choose any embellishments that you sort of have at home that maybe look like either buttons or brass buttons. And I've chosen sort of an opal type of color, and I'm going to glue these on the edges of the ribbon to give them sort of a finished brass button look. I can tell you how much I really love this project. It is so simple. It comes together in just about 5 minutes for you, and you'd be ready to go to give it out for any gifts. So let me adhere the rest of my buttons, do it on both sides, and then let that dry. Okay, it's time to now do the facial features and the other features of our nutcracker. So I am taking a standard die cut shape in a circle and a heart pattern. And then I also happen to have a die cut that cuts a mustache. Now, if you don't have a lot of die cuts at home, you can cut all these shapes on an electronic cutting machine as well. They are standard type of shapes, and you certainly are able to cut them there. So I did that in the Pop Tone Black Licorice, just so that they pop out on the can a little bit. I am going to dust the edges with a Distress ink in white. This sort of gives it a shadow, and then black on black will stand up just a little bit more. So I'm just dusting all the edges here. Now, we know what the mustache is for, certainly, but the half hearts or the quarter hearts that I have cut are actually going to become my nutcracker shoes. And then the half circle is actually going to be the brim of his hat. So as I show here, there are his shoes. We're going to glue these together just slightly so that they stay together on your image. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take a little bit of foam tape. This will give it a 3D image look. So it sort of pops out of the can, if you will, and place that on the back of the 2 quarter heart shapes. Now I also, while that's still on there, and I know it's drying just a little bit here, I'm going to curl the edges because on a can shape, that way it won't stick out so far and possibly fall off for you. Just curl the corner edges around to mold to the can. All right, so once that is ready to go and you've taken your adhesive off, go ahead and apply that to the bottom of the can. And oh my goodness, these are the cutest little shoes. Okay, so now it's time to put on his face elements. So I'm going to actually start with a little nose on the mustache, and then we'll put the brim and the mustache on at the same time, curling this around, okay? So add a little glue. I like to use a tacky glue. You can also use an adhesive tape, although I have found that on the can, because it's got a little bit of a coating to it, it doesn't stick quite as well, so the wet glue will certainly work better for you, I believe. Obviously, you can see here that we've put the mustache on, we've put on the brim of the hat, and now I've also chosen some black embellishment buttons that I happen to have at home. These are just the clear plastic ones, and they make adorable eyes. Put a sticker on his hat, and he's done. He is ready for gift giving. You can do this in any color you wish. What color from cardstock would you select? You can also put cookies inside this can by using some cupcake liners, and you are ready for gift giving this year. I certainly hope you love this project. I hope you have a great holiday season.